What if the attackers don't attack either coast? If somehow Canada or Mexico agree to let invading forces use their border with the US, that could potentially cause major problems. Now, this might seem outlandish, but stranger things have happened. Mexico or Canada could be coerced or bribed into this, but if they did, it would surely end badly. Although a land invasion is a lot simpler and quicker than an amphibious one, supply would still be an issue. The Canadian or Mexican ports of supply would surely be the first targets for US air power and are well within striking distance. So again, the key issue to this whole thing is the ability to supply the invasion and maintain that supply. If the initial shock and awe didn't take out US air superiority, then the invading forces better be able to defend their supply depots. The US-Canadian border has a relatively low number of crossings fit for military vehicles, so the invasion would either be spread out or bottlenecked. If you look up the Highway of Death, you'll see how exactly the US deals with tightly grouped military vehicle columns. The border has somewhat low security but is still actively monitored and patrolled by US law enforcement. The US-Mexico border is much more highly controlled and regulated. People still get through illegally, but if thousands of troops began massing in either country, it's reasonable to assume that US intelligence would notice. The good news is that both Canada and Mexico are on good terms with the US, and all parties profit immensely from trade. That brings us to the next factor that can make or break an invasion: